Hi, it's John at Costa Mesa R&D. Today we have a mid-50s Oldsmobile engine, 324 cubic inch version, in the shop. And what we're going to be doing is changing out the valves on this engine, putting in some new guides, and actually we're going to increase the size of the valve a little bit over stock. Stock valves run about an inch, on the intake are about an inch and 3/4 in diameter, and the exhausts are about an inch 560 thousandths. And the new valves we're going to be putting in are an inch 840 on the intake and an inch 625 on the exhaust. So come on with me here and we'll see how we do this process. These are the stock valves in their location, and we just kind of stuck the new valves in so you can kind of get a side-by-side comparison as to how much larger the valves actually are over stock. I'm going to start the process by leveling the head to the machine, and that's done with a bubble level. Check it this way, and we'll check it this way. Adjust the head. And now we're ready to cut the valve guides. I'm going to start by core drilling the valve guide out. Next, we're installing a reamer so that we can precision ream the guide for a new valve guide. And we'll continue on down the line until we're finished. I'm going to use a brush to get rid of some of the debris that's left over from the machining process and the valve guide, so we can stick the new guides in. And the new guide that we're going to install is a repair guide, sometimes called a false guide. And this has a 502 thousandths outside diameter, it has the correct inside for the valves that we're using. And it's a little bit long, so I'm going to have to drive it in. I'm going to have to actually cut this off flush, but I like that because that gives me the ability to trim these things exactly the way I like them. I'm going to use a little bit of lubricant here so that the guides will go in the head easily. I'm going to use an impact driver to install the guides. I'll put my finger down at the bottom so it goes in the right depth. I've tipped the head over so you can kind of see how the valve guides go in and how they actually do stick up above the surface of the bowl. And next we're going to go ahead and trim that. I've installed my tool for cutting the guide to length. I'm using a multi-angle cutter, which means it'll be actually more than 5 angles on this particular valve job. It has a slight radius in here up to the valve seat and a flat angle on the top side. Alright, let's get started. have the heads on the machine, we're going to cut it for positive wiping stem seals. Well, now that we have the majority of the machine work done, we're going to wash the heads up and then we'll go ahead and put them together. Well, we've got the cylinder head on the surfacer now, and as you can see, the valves are all in and they came out really nice. I'm real happy with this job. We're going to take about 10 thousandths off this head to try and raise up the compression a little bit, because that's what the customer wants. So we'll get started. Well, here we are. We've got the cylinder head off the machine, and as you can see, it cleaned up real nice. And we wound up with a surface finish of 18.2, which is very nice. It's as good as you get on aluminum sometimes. And we also marked that we did remove 10 thousandths off the head. If you have any questions about big valve conversions or restoration of cylinder heads for the older cars, give me a call. John Edwards, Costa Mesa R&D. See you soon.